Good evening, everyone. It's Shay from Last Week's Football Adventures. I just thought I'd do well, I know it was yesterday, the game was yesterday, but I thought I'd do like a post-match thing again. But I was going to do it last night, but when we got back, we were really tired. We got the bus back when we got off the coach. Had something to eat and went to bed. We were tired. It was, it was a disappointing day. It was Clitheroe 2, Linnets 1, and first of all, putting everything aside, fair play to Clitheroe. They deserved the win. They're the better team. We were awful, to be honest. Linnets were. So, yeah, fair play. They deserved the win. Better team, and, I just wanted to mention that firstly because it can be easy sometimes to just focus on what your own team hasn't done right or has done bad, and you forget to give the opposition credit, and may not always be the easiest things to do, but I wanted to say I think they were the better team, and the stuff I'll get into in this, as we go on. But yeah, I think didn't deserve anything on the balance of play, and it was a very disappointing result, really, and disappointing performance. Yeah, we had a good laugh on the coach there and back. I wanted to thought well on the way back. I thought, you know what, we'll try to just keep our spirits up and try to just enjoy things. Not always easy when you're on an away day on the coach and you lose. It's easy to kind of be like be a bit like not like I can understand no one being happy. I don't think any of us were happy deep down. It was just trying to enjoy. Just being on the coach and just, I don't know, I guess trying to just make the best of it, and try to sort of think, well, we're still not in a bad position. We're in fourth place, but Vauxhall did win yesterday. Obviously, Bury have extended their lead to 8 points, and looks like they could be, they're not mathematically won the league, but they're starting to pull away now. They've had 6 or 7 wins in a row, I think. So fair play to them. If you find that kind of form at the right time, then you end up winning like a league or winning a couple of leagues, something like that. Yeah, it's can't argue with it. We're in fourth. So they beat Breck, I think 3-0. I think it was at their place. Avro won 1-0. Was it 1-0? Oh no, sorry, they won 3-1 at home to Atherton Coles. Vauxhall won 1-0 at home. So yeah, Vauxhall have got a game in hand in us. If they win their game in hand, I think they'll go above us, because I think their goal difference, is it better than ours? Actually, no, it might not be, but they'll go level on points with us, I think. Unless they scored heavily in that game, I think we'd stay ahead on goal difference. But it's tight. Stalybridge, I think they did win, and they've got a game in hand. They've got 57 points, so both Vauxhall, Stalybridge have got 57 points for a game in hand. If they win the game in hand, they'll go level. Bootle in 7th, I can't remember if they played or not, but they've got a couple, I think they've got two or 3 games in hand, I think. And you say if they win their games in hand, it's going to go close. I think they might be a point off us if they won their 2 in hand. I think they've got 53, 59. So it's very, very, very tight. I've said this numerous times. If we get 5th, I'll be happy with that, because I think that's realistic. I just think it's going to be last 9 games. I've looked at our fixtures. 6 of the 9 remaining games we've got are against teams 15th and below. So really, we can't complain about having a tough end of season. Yes, we've got Bury at home, Stalybridge at home, and Bootle at home. But even though they are on paper the toughest of the 9 games, at least they're all at home. So we've obviously got Trafford away, Darlaston away, bottoms. We've got Stafford at home next Saturday, and a week after I think Wythenshawe Town at home. So yeah, we can't really complain, about running fixtures in the last 9 games. If we don't get enough points to get the fifth spot, we've only got ourselves to blame. I still believe we can do it, but if we don't, as a kind of unhappy that'll be, I think, well, if you can't beat teams 15th and below, especially near the end, then you definitely don't deserve a playoff spot, and you don't deserve to go up. So, yeah, there was a controversial moment in the game. I mean, obviously with Scott McCall went off first half, and I didn't know at the time. I just thought like it was like a, like just leg injury or something, or an injury he'd had in the past, and I went to use the toilet before the end of the half, and I saw on the dugout, I saw someone applying like some like not really, it was a dressing to his face, but I think his face was getting cleaned up, and I thought, oh god, has this something happened to what's happened to his face? And then I found out from Elo's post-match comments, he said the player has elbowed him in the face. He said he obviously might not have been deliberately, but he's elbowed him. It's reckless, and it's opened up a big wound on his face, and obviously I imagine there was quite a bit of blood, and that player really should have been sent off, and he probably should have been, because if you elbow someone in the face, even if it's not intentional, by the laws of the game, statistically it should be a red card. Obviously I didn't see the action about like how he's come to elbow him, but he's definitely got very lucky there, because we then lost our main focal point, our only striker we really had, and yeah, we were not good in the game at all, and as I said, Clitheroe probably deserved the win. But sometimes moments like that, they can change games. Sometimes they can, sometimes they can't. Obviously, if obviously the player being sent off, that would have been huge. Okay, yeah, we might have still struggled against 10 men, but we would have had an advantage, a massive advantage. So, but it's one of them. It might be debatable. But it's just what I was saying. He was really angry, and he said, "Yeah, it's an absolute, it was a complete red card." And he said he just couldn't believe it. Yeah, he sounded very angry in his post-match. He was saying, he was like, "Sam, let's get one thing straight. That was a total red card." And he was very critical of the 2 goals we conceded. The second one, I don't even know. It was really about 10, 15 seconds after kick-off. I don't even know how it went in, because it kicked off in the centre circle, kicked the ball towards the goal, and it looked like it was just a long ball, and I don't know if someone headed it in or kicked it in. I'd actually just switched the camera on that second. As soon as the second I switched it on, the ball was in the back of the net, and I thought, how the fuck has that happened? We did hit the post with Deck McLaughlin. He was unlucky. It was a very good free kick, but we kind of, I didn't deserve anything. And I was asking a few people, our fans, and I was like, when did we last win at Shawbridge? And so we obviously lost last year. We drew the year before, so I've never seen us win. It's probably a few years ago. I know we had a good home record against them, but away, yeah, it's another one of them. Yeah, probably has been another bogey ground, along with until last year Newcastle Town was. Yeah, it's really disappointing. Like, we still got the 60 points, still got a good points tally, but it's getting, if Vauxhall and Stalybridge win their games in hand whenever they're going to play them, then it is going to it's going to get really nervy. And even though we've got supposedly a favourable run in, we can easily fall out the playoffs if we're not careful. It's easy to look. It's like you said. It's easy to look on paper and go, okay, Linnets are here. This team are there. We're like 8, 9, 10 places, whatever above. Should be an easy win, but it's never like that. It never is. It really isn't. And sometimes the teams in the bottom half, they can be more dangerous, because I'm not saying people go into it with a mindset of, oh yeah, we don't have to give 100% today. We give 78%. I think no, it's the wrong mindset. I'm not saying any of our players that have done or ever do think like that. I'm sure they don't. It's just it's very easy to just think, oh yeah, we'll win easily, and it's never like that. Like, even when we go to Trafford, even though they're rock bottom and they're probably going down, I can still see that being a scrappy, tough game. And well, it's just a waiting game really. 9 games left. If you say